Hey guys, welcome back to Vlogmas. Today's video, we're gonna be making some Christmas cookies. My mom has a Christmas party in 2 days, so she requested that I make some cookies. This is a long process. It'll take me probably 2 days to make these, but first step is to get our butter softened. So I'm gonna leave this on the counter for a couple hours, let that get soft, and then we'll make the dough. Got the dogs their advent calendars this year, except for these little free-chized chicken treats. And they smell awful, but they love them. So, Silo, here's yours. And then Ozzy, here's yours. So yum! Our butter is soft, so let's make these cookies. First step is to mix our butter and sugar mixture. While that's mixing, gonna whisk together some flour, salt, and baking powder. Our butter sugar mixture is nice and fluffy, so now we'll add in our flavors and an egg. I add in almond extract, which I feel like is a game changer in sugar cookies, and then this is the vanilla extract I use. I got it from Cancun, I think, on a layover, and this thing, so good. Like, I swear my baked goods taste so much better because I use this. I may be delusional, but it is amazing. So we're gonna let that get all mixed up, and then we'll slowly start adding in our flour mixture. Cookie dough is ready. Now I need to clean up all of this so that I can roll it out and make the shapes. Nice thing about this dough is that it doesn't have to be chilled, so I can immediately roll it out and just get everything done all at once, which is nice, but we're gonna keep things simple and just do 3 shapes this time. First tray is ready to go in the oven. Another good thing about this dough is it typically doesn't expand, so I can put my cookies a little bit closer together. I didn't do the best job rolling these out though. Some of them are a lot thicker than the other ones. So we'll see how they bake in the oven. First set just came out of the oven. I'm gonna let these cool for a minute before I throw these on this pan. The other cookie pan that I have is a little bit thinner than this one. And so when I put these on there, the bottoms will sometimes get burnt. So I usually just use the same pan. But while I let those cool, I'm gonna clean up my mess. I'm gonna try the leftover dough. So good. It's 2 days later. I didn't have time to work on the cookies yesterday, so gotta get them done in the next couple hours because my mom's party is tonight. So we're gonna make the icing and then start getting the cookies decorated. Scratch that, I just checked my box of piping bags and I only have 2 left. So I need to run to Hobby Lobby really quick to grab some more of those, and then we'll make our icing. This is the first time I've ever seen somebody leave a duck on someone's car before. That's fun. Look how cute this little cup is that they had at Hobby Lobby. So did I need a cup? No, but did I buy it? Absolutely. Also stopped at this place called Mac and Cheesecake on my way home because they have a little holiday sampler out right now. They have cookie dough, red velvet, and salted caramel brownie. Last year I wanted to try the cookie dough, but they ran out before I could try it. So I will be sure to taste each one of these before I end this video and let you know how they are. This is like one of my favorite cheesecake places. But back to the icing, we've got some water, meringue powder, and lemon extract. So we're going to whisk that until it is good and frothy. Once that is frothy, we are gonna add in our whole bag of powdered sugar. And I like to give it a little couple swirls with the mixture, or I mean the mixer thing, just so that it won't go flying when I turn it on. If it's somewhat mixed together already, the powder won't go everywhere. It's all mixed, so I had to add in some corn syrup. Now the fun part is to figure out how much water to put in to get it to the right consistency. Because you don't want it to be too thick, you also don't want it to be too runny, so takes a little bit of trial and error to figure it out. So the test is to see how quickly it rejoins itself after you draw a line in it. Usually about 10 seconds is what I try to look for, but I know some people have different seconds for like what they're trying to do with their cookies, but 10 is good for me. We'll add in our food coloring. All right, I'm calling it. This is as good as the green's gonna get. And then I get this little tall cup and put the bag in it, and then just let the icing drip in there. Take it out and twist and seal it off tightly. Green is done. All right, already bagged up the white. Now we just need to do some red. Looks kind of orange on the phone, but it's bright red. All right, I'll show you guys the process of how I decorate each cookie. For the sake of time, we're gonna keep it simple. Not gonna be doing layers and things like that. So I'm just gonna fill in the whole base of the tree, and it's okay if my lines aren't completely straight because I'm gonna go back through with my little tool and make everything a little bit more defined. All right, and then we fill that in. And then I'm gonna use my little tool and kind of make sure everything gets closed in, all the gaps, and kind of fill the edges. We'll just do little dots. Might have added a little bit too many, ornaments there, but that's okay. I mean, not ornaments, lights. But that's the first step, so we'll let this dry. Next, we're just gonna do the white beard and the white parts of the hat for the Santa. And then go through. We'll let that dry. All right, next we're gonna do the stocking. I might have made this hole a little too big. Oh well. So she is just wanting to come out. And then So that's the first part of the stocking. Okay, now that our tree is dry, I'm just gonna add a little red thing for our tree stump. We'll pretend it's like one of those boxes that goes around a tree since it's red. And I think that's really the only thing I'm gonna add to the tree, especially since my red is a little bit more runny. Because I thought about trying to do like a little bow at the top, but I think the icing is a little bit too runny to do that. So we'll just kind of leave it as it is. And then just need to add the red little hat to the Santa. And then he will be done as well. This red icing is so runny. Perfect. All right, next step for the stockings, I'm going to add green to the tip and the heel part of the stocking. And then we'll let this dry, and then I'll add a little bit of white for like the stitching. But other than the stitching, once I finish this, the cookies will be finished. While I wait for those cookies to dry, I'm gonna try some of this cheesecake. All right, we'll go salted caramel brownie first, because I think out of the three, this will probably be my least favorite. Oh, let's see if I can get it. Pretty good. I'm not crazy about the nuts, but everything else is delicious. Let's try red velvet. Oh yeah. It's definitely red velvety. I taste that more than the cheesecake in that one. The brownie one, I tasted more cheesecake. Red velvet, I tasted more of like the chocolatey taste. Now, let's try cookie dough. Okay, that one, I feel like there's so many different flavors. So I tasted the chocolate first, and then I think there might be caramel on here too, because I kind of tasted that. Then I tasted the cookie dough, and then I tasted the chocolate cookie crust. But all three of these are so good. This cheesecake, like even if you just get her plain cheesecake, it is so good. It's mac and cheese cake in Greenville. If you ever are in town, or if you live in Greenville and you haven't had her cheesecake, go get it. It is so freaking good. Here's the final little details for the stocking. Tons of icing left over. It doesn't take much to decorate, but I'm gonna save it because I will most likely be making Christmas cookies in the near future. So, we're gonna save that icing so I don't have to remake it, and try not to waste all of that icing. I've never actually gotten rid of all of my icing when I've made cookies. Last weekend I made Thanksgiving cookies and then made cookies for the Carolina football game. And That's the closest I've ever come to actually getting rid of all of my icing. I think I got rid of 2 of the colors, and then the rest of the colors had just like, they probably could have made, I don't know, like maybe 4 or 5 more cookies, but usually I have so much leftover icing because it makes so much. But it's just easier to make that recipe because that's the recipe I know, instead of having to try to half it, because some of them are like weird sizes to half. But anyways, that is all for today's Vlogmas. I do have some questions that I'm gonna be answering that you guys have been posting over the last few videos. So not sure what days those will be getting answered, but a couple of you guys asked similar questions, so just be on the lookout for that. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions, you're always welcome to put them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed day 5 of Vlogmas. We've got 19 more days to go. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.